He was clearly a boy, yet he wore long hair even prettier than most girls. The guys at school yelled at him and called him a freak, but he had zero intention of cutting his hair. Not only that, he liked sneaking his mom's lipstick late at night and putting on makeup. After he finished, he was pretty pleased with himself. He even thought if he added some big loose waves, he would outshine every girl in class. The boy's name was Mishima. Since he was little, he knew he was different from other boys. With his long hair, he really stood out at school. The boys thought something was wrong with him. They often mocked him and made nasty comments about who he liked. They picked on him and pushed him out. But Mishima never let it get to him. Still, the less he cared, the more they couldn't stand him. So after school, the soccer captain Karino brought a few guys with him and tied Mishima up in the equipment room, planning to chop off his disgusting long hair. Karino said he hated guys who weren't manly. As he spoke, he kicked a soccer ball at Mishima. Mishima glared at Karino annoyed. The other three started whooping and egging it on. Just as they were about to cut Mishima hair, they suddenly heard a patrolling teacher outside. To avoid getting caught messing with Mishima, Karino had to untie him and warned him not to tell on them. Sure enough, when the teacher came over to ask, Mishima stayed behind them and didn't say a word. But Mr. Yanagita could tell something was off. He caught up to Mishima and asked if something had happened. Mishima still did not talk about being bullied. On the way home, Mishima ran into his mom just getting off work. His mom never opposed the long hair. She figured as long as Mishima was happy, that was what mattered. What she did not know was, every night Mishima waited until she fell asleep. Then he would sneak her lipstick, hide in his room and do his makeup, then quietly admire himself afterward.
かわいい。クラスの女子の中で誰よりもかわいい。
Mishima felt that it was because of that calming transformation time like a sedative that he could face everything in peace. Mishima treasured his long hair, but the next day, Kirino and those classmates dragged Mishima back to the equipment room to finish what they started last night. Yumaha went first and snipped off Mishima's first lock of hair. Mishima felt crushed, silently begging them to stop. If they kept cutting, he would not be able to transform anymore. But Yumaha showed no mercy and cut it shorter, down to his shoulders. Kirino said it still was not enough. Then he stepped right up to Mishima, picked up the scissors, and quickly cut Mishima's hair even shorter. In the end, Mishima went home feeling empty inside. What he did not expect was, his mom immediately praised his new haircut as awesome. Mishima stood in front of the mirror and was shocked. He thought it would be a total mess, but somehow it looked even cuter than before. He remembered the last person holding the scissors was Kirino, and everything clicked. Kirino had done it on purpose, giving him a style that actually suited him. For a moment Mishima thought, maybe Kirino was not trying to hurt him. Passing the soccer field, Mishima even wanted to say thank you to Kirino, but Mishima standing there, staring at the players, immediately set Yumaha off. Luckily Mr. Yanagita walked over and shooed him away. He noticed Mishima had changed his hair.
よく似合ってる。かわいいよ。
Mishima was over the moon. That was the second compliment he had gotten. When he got home, Mishima put on women's clothes and lay at home reading. His mom was going to a class reunion. Before she left, she reminded Mishima to remember to buy batteries for himself. As she got ready to do her makeup, she noticed one lipstick was missing. She looked at Mishima with suspicion, but after hesitating she still did not ask. That afternoon Mishima went out to buy batteries. He even wore his mom's slippers, matching his outfit. When he stopped in front of a mirror, he looked at his face, and suddenly wanted to put on lipstick. After making sure no one was around, he pulled out the lipstick and applied it in the mirror. Afterward he kept admiring the look. Then two older guys walked by. They mistook Mishima for a girl, and got excited and started hitting on him.
めちゃめちゃ可愛いじゃん、彼女。可愛い。
With them calling him cute over and over, Mishima lost himself for a second. Being treated like a girl by men felt strangely unreal. The two guys happily tried to pull him along for a ride. Kirino happened to pass by and saw Mishima being bothered. Seeing Mishima about to be pushed toward a car, he immediately shouted at the two men.
お兄さんたち、俺の男友達になんか用す。
男友達？男？
The two men got furious, and insisted they would grab Mishima and teach him a lesson. Kirino rode over on his bike and knocked one of them down. Then he grabbed the stunned Mishima and took off. Later Kirino warned Mishima not to fall for him, because he was straight. But the very next day Mishima discovered that the straight guy Kirino was putting on lipstick on the rooftop.